When Dan Wooten fires his rocket, Harry and Meghan scream in agony. The facts have finally been exposed. Hello, pals. Hello. And thank you for tuning in to Royal Family News Update, where we will be covering the latest developments involving the royal couple most known for their hypocrisy, Harry and Meghan Markle. I am on the phone with the hypocrite's patient communications secretary on the morning of Monday, January 6, 2020, as I prepare to publish my world exclusive revealing the couple's shocking plot to Megxit. More than a week had passed since I first heard the story. The news that Harry had written King Charles an email confessing he was willing to sacrifice his title in order to be freed from the monarchy and make his fortune was not leaked to me, despite what the Duke of Delusion said today in his Netflix orgies of victimization and distortion. A member of the staff explained to me that Harry and Meghan's decision was influenced by the release of a Christmas photo of the Queen with Charles, William, and George. The couple interpreted this as a sign that they will not play a major role in the royal family going forward, and so they made the decision to separate. We met the couple at Frogmore Cottage after they got back from Canada. For the sake of providing Harry and Meghan with an accurate account of their decision to leave the UK, I painstakingly included that briefing in the article. This exchange exemplifies the kind of back and forth that often occurs between royal courtiers and journalists working on serious, authentic stories that must be made public. In particular, Harry and Meghan had been focusing on American periodicals and celebrity TV journalists who were more sympathetic to their growing anti-monarchy cause for months. However, Harry claims that briefings like these from palace PRs are what ultimately led to him leaving Britain, criticizing his own family, calling his brother a bully, undermining the late Queen's life's work, and destroying any chance of mending fences with the royal family. After watching the whole 6 hours of Netflix's nasty attack job on Harry and Meghan, I feel even worse for them. They are a toxic and genuinely unhappy couple who, despite their incredible wealth, are willing to sacrifice the people who truly love them for the approval of sycophants and celebrities. As Beyoncé does when she texts Meghan that she was chosen to break generational curses that need to be cured. Royalist Harry tells the camera, "That's beautifully said," without irony. Or Oprah Winfrey, who dines with the couple at Kensington Palace and says that no one would ever believe that they previously lived in such squalor. Nottingham Cottage, the former home of Prince William, is a 2-bedroom, 2-reception room, 1-bathroom shack in one of London's most affluent neighbourhoods with a garden. After the fact, footage from the Grenfell fire was spliced in to demonstrate the actual suffering endured by the people they were meant to portray. One example of how tone-deaf their truth is this bizarre juxtaposition. Harry and Meghan claim the royal family plotted to ruin them because they were so popular with the public and the media, despite the fact that the story in Netflix Volume 2 is often both humorous and absurd. Harry claims that after just one royal visit to Australia, it was clear that the couple was performing the job better than the person who is born to do this. To rephrase, William and Kate are his brother's spouse. His argument is, that disturbs people and tips the balance. After the entire Sussex family attended a memorial service, the Daily Telegraph decided to feature a photo of them on the front page. The Queen, who has frequently appeared on newspaper covers since 1926, was reportedly envious of the opportunity. The height of narcissism, right here. Lucy Fraser, an unnamed publicist who is friends with Meghan, releases them, saying, "The internals at the palace was concerned about them since they were so popular with the public." The tide turned, however, after a string of unfavorable newspaper headlines, most of which were attributable to Meghan's actions, which included, as we now know, several complaints of bullying by her staff members. After a bystander in Liverpool said to Meghan, "What you're doing to your father is not right," it turned Meghan's world upside down. After what appeared to be a single misstep in handling the media, the Duchess abruptly cut off all communication with her father Thomas Markle, whom she had publicly credited with teaching her many of her ideals. In contrast, Harry and Meghan blame their falling popularity on a family plot and the British media. Harry claims, without providing any evidence, that the press offices of other royals would swap articles to suppress negative rumors about their leaders in the media. If I were to say that this is just another fantastic and ridiculous assertion, I believe I would have the backing of every newspaper editor and the royal reporter. The communications teams he mentioned spent hundreds of hours making legal and regulatory threats to silence the media about true reports about Harry and Meghan until the evidence became overwhelming. Harry, however, claims, "William and first observed what transpired at my father's office, and we made an agreement we would never let that happen to our office. It was disheartening to see my brother's workplace do what we had sworn we would never do." After years of having a contentious relationship with the press that earned him the nickname Workshy Wills, the Prince of Wales finally decided he wanted to take a more positive attitude in his role as a future king, and Harry couldn't handle it. Naturally, Harry didn't mind when Meghan's pals reached out to People's editor for some positive press coverage in the United States. It's not uncommon for there to be contradictions or obvious attempts to deceive an attentive global audience. Meghan also revealed that she was surprised to learn that the couple's close friend Tom Bradby would be interviewed on camera by ITV. Does the master of media manipulation honestly believe she's that naive? Anyone still believing Harry has any sense of humility must have been taken aback by his full-on attack on his three closest relatives during his account of the infamous Sandringham summit. The Queen was so easily led astray by her courtiers that she sat back and let everyone else make the calls for her. He was frightened by William's yelling. This time Charles lied. Finally, Harry went too far in this bitter feud by claiming that William had bullied the Sussexes out of the family without providing any evidence to support his claim. Harry also claims, implausibly, that he never agreed to a joint statement being released in both of their names. Naturally, while Harry is dishonorably trying to portray his brother as a bully, the two of them do nothing to address the serious bullying charges that have been formally made against Meghan by several staff employees, instead brushing them off as a component of the bigotry she encountered. However, Jenny Afia, the Duchess attorney, says that the allegations that her client is a bully are completely incorrect. Several courtiers for the royal family with whom I've spoken over the years have told me that William and Kate have repeatedly had to console loyal staff members who were so upset by the treatment they received from Harry and Meghan. No flaws can be found in their behavior. Unfortunately, William and Harry can't go back to the way things were because their love has been permanently damaged. As if that weren't bad enough, the Sussexes and Netflix went ahead and released photos and video from the couple's heavily criticized Caribbean trip earlier this year, which appeared to have been damaged in part by Meghan's unfounded claims of racism. Harry and Meghan pretend to be emotionally intelligent, as if emotions are more important than facts, but this makes their entire argument fall apart. If anyone questioned Harry's story or demanded proof of his assertions, he would likely shrug and recite his catchphrase, "If you speak truth to power, that's how they respond." There is no one to blame for his despicable plot to bring down his own family and the monarchy. So, why is he behaving this way? Because Harry insisted, inappropriately, that Charles and William make a real apology for him at Prince Philip's burial. At the conclusion of The Real Horror Show, Meghan uses her favorite expression to proclaim, "Love prevails." A far cry from a triumph. Harry concludes that he misses his loved ones, many old friends, and his beloved home country. Harry's mother would be ashamed of the way he endangered his brother for the sake of revenge and money, no matter how much he may believe that he is Princess Diana's representative on Earth. What do you think of renowned journalist Dan Wootton's pointed comments and analysis of Harry and Meghan Markle as hypocrites? Feel free to share your opinions in the space provided below. To that end, we offer this video as a resource. If you enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like and/or share. Thanks for checking out this update, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.